friends. My name is Ed DeCosta, and most of you know me as an executive coach and a speaker, but I also teach at a major university. I teach undergrad and graduate courses in entrepreneurship and leadership, but I also get to guest lecture. And I teach in the College of Business. I've guest lectured in law schools, in College of Engineering, where I graduated from, but also at other universities inside the United States and elsewhere. And what's funny is when you in front of a group of young people, invariably the questions from the audience come down to, at least for me, come down to three things. How do I get a job? How do I get rich? And what is your secret to success? Another way of saying, what do you know now that you didn't know when you were our age? And can you give us a hack, so to speak? And so just recently, I was asked that very question, and we could have spent longer than I lectured them on this question of what is my secret to success. Well, first of all, I don't have a secret to success or for success or of success. I don't have one. You can create your own secret of success. There are many that I follow. There's no shortage of sayings and posters and little phrases that you can grab onto, that it becomes meaningful to you and as a mantra. For example, do what you love what you do. I really like that one quite a bit, but for whatever reason, I decided to boil it down in this particular instant to one word, and that word is responsibility. Now, from a young person's perspective, my suspicion is they were expecting me to give them, kind of a finger-wagging lecture on being responsible adults and yada, yada, yada. But I wasn't going that direction at all. I basically broke down the word. It's a compound word, responsibility. What does it mean? It means you own the ability to respond. I asked him about Viktor Frankl's quote about stimulus and response. You know this, correct? Between stimulus and response, there is a space. And within that space lies our freedom and power to choose our response. And it's in that freedom that lies the success of our lives. I'm not quoting Frankl directly, but that's the gist of it. In fact, that's the meaning that I've taken through life. And I'll tell you what, you can separate those who are what I would call the most successful from those that are not based upon their attitude about responsibility. Do they own responsibility for their responses, their reactions, their how they show up in the face of obstacles and challenges? Do you face the world with optimism and energy and a positive attitude? Or do you embrace what I call victimhood and, looking for someone to blame, playing that old blame game? And it's not my fault because some person, some entity, some opportunity was not afforded me. When I know that exists in the real world, but the vast majority of people that don't succeed, that don't reach the outcomes that they state they wanted to, it has everything to do with their ability to take action. Because I'll take Viktor Frankl's statement one step beyond. It's not what happens to you. It's what you do about what happens to you. It's not just how you think and how you feel. Of course, those are important too. But it's thinking and feeling and then acting. It's taking action. For example, those that are the most successful, when they encounter an obstacle or a challenge or an impediment, they're not discouraged. They might be momentarily, on their heels, but then they quickly regain their balance and they move out with renewed energy and a sense of focus and purpose to go get to the desired outcome. Whereas so many others, when they encounter even the slightest difficulty, they give up and then, do the sour grapes kind of a thing, that I didn't want those anyway, or that wasn't meant to be for me, or all these other rationalizations, which are really nothing more than excuses for not achieving. So to me, that is my secret to success. Oh, there's another one. Stephen Covey, who's, wrote just an amazing book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. If you haven't read it, please check that out. But he talked about We're here to live, love, laugh, and leave a legacy. And if that isn't a definition of success or a secret, it should be a secret to success, I don't know what is. To really live full so that you die empty, nothing left. To love and to be loved. Not only your family and your loved ones, but the world. To be a loving member of society. To laugh, to enjoy life. To laugh at yourself. Heaven knows I laugh at myself all the time. And others laugh at me too. And I'm totally at peace with that because I'm laughing at you too sometimes. And then to leave a legacy, to plant seeds that will last beyond your physical lifetime. So that's just another one. But for me, it really does boil down to responsibility. I hope you found this helpful. Again, Ed DeCosta. Take care.